guys, it's Audrey and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, bonjour and welcome. Today's video, I'm just chilling in my PJs because I just decided to do my everyday makeup and my routine that I just wear to dance every day, or just on like a chill day where I don't want to do anything super fancy and I can just whip this out in like 15 minutes. But yeah, also note, I do wear this to dance almost every day. Just purely enjoy doing my makeup every day and I enjoy the routine of it. It's just something I like to do, and also just wearing it to dance makes me feel just, you know, that little bit more confident, and that is perfectly okay. I'm not saying you have to wear makeup to dance. If you don't want to wear makeup to dance, girl, that is perfectly fine. It's totally awesome, and maybe you're just here to see my everyday makeup. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right on into the video. Hey, I'm looking a little crazy right now, but I just I mean, you probably just saw the intro, but I decided just to film my everyday makeup that I do for dance. So I already have my eyebrows and I already put my concealer on. I already blended in my chin, but then I decided I wanted to film this, so I'm looking a little weird. Used, so I just have the Tarte Tape Shape Concealer, and then I just use a super old like Sigma brow powder that I mean I wouldn't really recommend. It's just kind of crap. But I've literally had it my whole entire life, I feel like. Probably need a new one. And so yeah, I'm just blending in my Tarte Tape Shape, and that is in the shade Fair. It's the lightest one they have. And I also put on this e.l.f. hydrating primer because, I mean, I don't always do this, but for dance, sometimes it's nice to wear a primer. So now I'm going to take my RCMA No Color powder, and you can actually now get this on Amazon, which is fabulous. And I'm just taking my Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush, but I just like it to press some powder in, so I'm just baking with this. Like a loose powder, like if you don't know the difference, is you want to leave this on, and then with something like pressed powder, you can, you know, like leave that's just set on your face. But this you wipe off after a few minutes. Why I bake, honestly, it does not take that much time out of your day. People are like, I can't do all these fancy little steps, but this makes the biggest difference in your makeup. It looks so much smoother and nicer, it stays longer, and so for dance it's actually a little nicer, and I almost feel like just caking on powder, just pressed powder, makes you look a little cakey. So it's up to you, but I really do think this is a good purchase. It's $16, but it's worth it. It's 3 ounces. I'm just going to, well, now I've already done my eyebrows, so usually I do my eyebrows when I'm baking, but I'm just going to go ahead and take off the powder that I put on my eyelids. And what I do is I take my bronzer, and I use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I mean, sometimes if I really want to go a little crazy, I do, you know, some eyeshadow, and I use the Jaclyn Hill palette a lot. But I just take my Morphe E27 brush, which is my favorite eyeshadow brush. Throw something in your crease. So I just go in the outer corner with my bronzer, just a little on my brush, and then into the crease, just for a light color on your lid. You may look a little dead if you don't put anything on your eyelid. If you put concealer, because I have very veiny eyelids, so I definitely cover that up with concealer. Because if you don't wear foundation and you just have concealer in one spot, it's gonna look a little odd, because with foundation that evens out your whole skin tone, and then you put concealer to highlight. But if you just wear concealer, which is what I do for dance, because just foundation and concealer is a bit much for dance, I feel like, just to have on your face, it feels pretty heavy, is just concealer, but you want to make sure you put it in enough places where it evens out your skin tone. So that's why I had a lot here, is I basically have concealer like all throughout here, and then I just put it on my chin and then place it on my forehead, because I feel like if I do that and there's nothing on my forehead, it looks super weird. Okay, okay, now I'm going to take my e.l.f. brush. This one does not have a name, which is kind of odd. Usually the e.l.f. brushes say what they are, but it's just this kind of circular small powder brush. So I just take that, lightly wipe away the powder under my eyes. Go in with my bronzer once again. I love this. Another one I really like, Duos by e.l.f. These little palettes. This one is Saint Lucia. I love these actually. This is like a great duo and I love the blush, and it's super cheap, and it's definitely a different undertone, but this is just a really good bronzer. It's really smooth, but it's definitely an up there price for drugstore stuff. Physicians Formula. Glamour Dolls and Lisa Frank collaboration brush. I like this for bronzing. I don't use a super big brush. I just use a kind of fluffy, smaller brush personally. And I just really carve out my cheekbones with that, but then also fan it out. So I'm not really contouring with it, and I'm probably not doing your basic bronzing. And then I go right here on my temple, like this area, but I go right in this like indent that I have just to like show that off more and make it look like I have more structure to my face. And so from up there, and then I just bring it in. Bronzing makes the biggest difference. If you never bronze and you get a bronzer, it will change your life, honestly. It makes a huge difference, and obviously you have to get this one that's a little bit up there in price. You can just get that e.l.f. one, and it's really good. I'm going to go in with this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush that I got this like mini one in my Ipsy. It's so great. It's gonna last forever, honestly. And this is in the shade Corky. I love this. I love peach blushes, and I actually love like a red blush, but sometimes for dance, having too much of power just straight on your face can be a bit much. So some light, nice peach will add some color to your face, and it's just sweet. So I just kind of push this outward on my face and then circular motion. The Morphe M403 brush, definitely not my favorite, but it does the job. But then I go in with this Essence of Beauty like huge powder brush I've had forever, and I just kind of blend that into everything. The Balm Mary Luminizer, so good. It definitely takes a hot second to like break in this highlighter, which is weird, but I almost feel like there's this film on the top that you kind of have to get rid of to really get down to the shine. Okay, now I'm just gonna take this super random brush. I can't read where it's from. Oh wait, no, I have no clue where this is from, but I got it in my Ipsy and I really like it. It's just this kind of tapered highlighting brush. And what I do to pick up highlighter in the best possible way that I figured out is I just start from the bottom and I just kind of push it up and down and just pack a lot on the brush like that. And then I just go on my cheekbone, really shine her up, just on the high points of your face, and then your nose. I love going on my nose. It's definitely not the most natural thing, but it's a look. Boom. So go in with some mascara that I love that is super cheap, and it is a vegan and cruelty-free option, is the Lash Renegade by Wet n Wild. It's only $5, but I'm currently all out of this, so I have to use this Maybelline Lash Sensational one. Really go for that natural lash look the past couple months, but for some reason I've just been going ham on it. And I've been liking the more like full chunky lash look. Not clumpy, but chunky. I kind of start at the end and I kind of pull them out, almost what I feel like it looks like a fairy lash, like, you know what I mean? So you just kind of wing it out, and then start going in, so you coat every lash, and then you just go all over. And if you look at it from the beginning, I basically only have half of my lash, and then so that's just winging it out, and then you just fan it and start going in the inner corner. Okay, so I just did another little coat. I do not do my bottom lashes. I'm gonna zoom you guys out now. Every single time I try to do my bottom lashes, I just end up hating them. I just don't like doing my bottom lashes. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe right down below for more videos just like this in the future. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys.